Hi, it's Daiki. I'm a Japanese living in Finland. I moved to Finland from Japan in the end of the summer of 2016 for my degree, and I've now lived here for 5 years. In this video, I'm going to talk about how Finland has changed me for the last 5 years. I will timestamp the main points I will mention in the description below so that you can skip to the part you are interested in. Also, if you want, you can use the English subtitles. So the first point. Living in Finland made me focus more on enjoying small things in life. I think it is one of the most important changes that happened to me, as the little things in life comprise the vast majority of our lives. I think Finns usually don't have ridiculously high expectations for life in a good way, because life here is relatively more simple compared to other big cities. It means even daily small effort to a habit could create a small joy or happiness, and you don't often get a strong stimulus or excitement in Finland, not like those who live in a big city like New York or Tokyo, where you get to access all those exciting entertainment or experience on a daily basis. Especially during the long, gloomy Nordic winter time, we need to find something different from enjoying outside activity under sunshine. That's why, in my opinion, people in Finland don't tend to seek for anything special frequently, but instead they try to appreciate small moments in life and enjoy them. For example, I like cooking or baking together with some friends on Friday evening and learning new recipes, or I love waking up at 6 AM on Saturday, working out the empty gym and then having a big breakfast and coffee, or it's also nice to go for a walk to the small forest nearby after work and then relax in sauna. Those are just some of the examples, but turning your attention toward these moments and giving yourself the chance to enjoy them allows you to bring little more joy to your everyday life. So this attitude is one big change that happened to me during the last 5 years in Finland. The second one is that I got into the habit of going to nature after moving to Finland. There are two main reasons for it. The first one, easy access to nature, and the second one, more free time. In Japan, forests cover nearly 70% of land area, and in Finland the number is around 75%. So both countries are rich in forests. However, a big difference is it's quite easy to access nature even from the central part of Helsinki, while it would require some travel time if you wanna go to nature from most Japanese big cities. I lived in a city area in Japan, and now I'm living close to the Helsinki city center. Some nature like small forests, water, and some islands are all within walking distance of where I'm living, and if I take public transport like 10 to 15 minutes, then I can get to more variety of nature from here. In general, working hours are managed quite strictly in Finnish companies, although there are of course exceptions and it might vary with the industry, profession, and the organization. It's not like Finnish companies are simply more efficient than Japanese companies, but a good work-life balance is common here, and it's ingrained in this society. In my case, I work 8 hours a day, and we have a flexible working policy, so I like start working around 7:30 and finish around 3:30 in the afternoon. It means I have enough time to go for a walk to the forest or even visit some islands near Helsinki even after work. For those reasons, after moving to Finland, I became a person who is in touch with nature much more often. And it's also a good and easier way to hang out with Finnish friends, since almost all Finns enjoy being in nature and you don't always have to talk with others when being in the nature. The next change is Finland made me straightforward. This is actually one cultural difference between Japan and Finland. I'm not saying which one is better or worse. If you are learning Japanese, you might already know how direct speech is often avoided among Japanese people, so they can be quite contextual. It means you are expected to read the atmosphere or read the air in a variety of situations, like with friends, at schools, workplaces, social gatherings, and so on. On the other hand, Finns are quite direct and straightforward. In my experience, Finns like to start a conversation by going straight to the point. I noticed it through different experiences with Finnish people, such as group work at school, business meetings, and daily hangouts. Actually, I like the fact that in Finland, people are expected to truly mean what they say, and they believe what you say and expect you to act accordingly. Because it's just simply easier and saves time. At some point after moving to Finland, I realized I usually answer yes or no, or give a short clear answer first when someone asks me something. And also I tend to use more direct or straightforward styles in speech or writing. However, of course, when I'm with Japanese people, I might become naturally a bit more contextual and try to focus more on reading the atmosphere. Let's move on to the fourth point. Another change that happened to me was that when it comes to clothing and fashion, I came to focus more on functionality and practicality. When I was working in Japan, I needed to wear a business suit at work, and I like to wear something that looks sharp. Also, for my free time, I usually chose clothes based on the styles, designs, and brands, and it feels like I was buying new clothing either for work or private life almost every month. On the other hand, after moving to Finland, I tend to choose functional or practical clothes. The reason is quite simple. Finnish winter is long and we get lots of snow and the weather changes frequently and there is quite a big temperature difference in a day. Also, since I like to go to gym, go walking or visit nature during my free time, it's nice to have clothes I could use for various purposes in different situations. So my main criteria for choosing clothes include, for example, if it's warm enough, waterproof or comfortable, like the one I'm wearing now. Especially when the outside temperature is like -10, -15 or -20 degrees, no one cares if your clothes look stylish. It's all about the function. During the winter time, I wear this winter jacket and it doesn't look very fashionable, but it's thick, so warm, waterproof and has a hoodie, so I'm happy about it. The last point is, my life became more simple here. I learned that many people in Nordic countries have simple lifestyle. I have been kind of influenced by the idea and embracing minimalistic lifestyle in Finland. For instance, I am now living in an apartment hotel. It's furnished and I can also rent things like vacuum cleaner, clothes iron, bike and so on. So I don't have to own many things at home. When I moved in this place, I bought only some kitchenware, blackout curtains and some cooking tools. I'm not a type of person who can help cleaning all the time, but I can keep my room tidy easily, just because I'm not owning much stuff. It gives less stress about cleaning up and shopping furniture and home electronics, and I can save money too. Overall, in this way, having simple life helps me achieve well-being, and this is one of the positive changes I made after moving to Finland. So that was it for today. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you have any comments, questions or requests about video contents, please write in the comment section. Thank you for watching and I hope to see you in my next video. Moi moi!